Hey mom friends, this is Functional Medicine for Moms, where we look at motherhood through the lens of functional medicine. I'm your host, Kelly Moline, a pharmacist with advanced training in functional medicine. From pregnancy and postpartum to everyday parent life, we talk root causes, natural solutions, and real stories from our own family's journey, plus conversations with experts along the way. Okay. Hey mom friends, welcome to another episode of Functional Medicine for Moms. I'm Kelly. I'm a licensed pharmacist, functional medicine consultant, wife, and new mom.
And I'm Landon Moline, Kelly's husband and father of our little baby Danielle.
Yay. So
And today, a tree. Christmas tree.
I should
ugly
acknowledge
Christmas tree.
our outfits. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
This will be released on Christmas Eve.
Ho, ho, ho.
So we're wearing our Christmas sweaters, and Landon is dressed up as a Christmas tree.
Yes.
So that thing on top of his head is supposed to be a star.
Yeah, for the YouTube people. It's, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be an ugly Christmas sweater, and I think it does its job well.
Yeah. Don't you love dressing up for the podcast?
So much.
You're a silly dad, though, so it works.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, so how were your last couple weeks, Landon?
Last couple weeks were, I would be lying if I said they were amazing because we were sick.
Yeah.
For a lot of it. Not like horribly sick, but dealt with some sinus stuff, and I've been dealing with some vertigo. You were down for the count for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. Danielle had a little bit of like the sniffles. It didn't seem to affect her too much. But then I think we got whatever she just kind of got over quickly. I don't know.
Yeah. After Thanksgiving, it kind of just ran through our house.
Yeah.
And she had the sniffles a little bit for a day, and then I started going down, and then
And then I think kind of when you were coming out of it, I've just been dealing with I don't know if my sinuses got clogged up or what it was, but been dealing with like vertigo, and I haven't had to deal with that in the past, so it's kind of new to me. And not fun because I have to be careful like how I move and all that. So yeah,
unfortunately, but you're managing through it. And we also learned that stress can impact vertigo a lot, and you've been stressed more recently too.
Yeah.
So with that, today's episode, we're going to be talking about creating your own foundational supplement stack. If you want to, what we take for supplements too, just for an example, what we took during our acute immunity boost needed with our sicknesses, and we'll kind of go from there.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I just had a cold, and I shared this on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me, you can definitely follow me at Functional Medicine for Moms. And since we're sick this week, I wanted to talk about, and I got a request for like, what should I take as, general supplements, or what should my boyfriend or my husband take for general supplements. So that's why we're bringing both of our kind of supplement maintenance stuff in, but also I don't want it just to be like, this is what we take, so you can just copy and paste, because everyone is different. But I want to encourage like how to learn to think about the supplements you're taking, so that you can create one that works really well for you.
Yeah, I will say, before I knew you, I took 0 supplements. So I didn't really know what supplements really were or why I would need them. I didn't really know what they did. I think the only thing I ever took was like vitamin C before I knew you.
And you took it through like emergency, which is very different.
Yeah, which is like packed with sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I was so I didn't know anything about this. So I think it's actually really interesting. And now I take supplements every day.
Okay, let me ask you then too. Do you feel better, worse,
yes,
the same?
I definitely feel better. Yeah, you could tell a big difference.
Okay. And what could you tell? What differences did you notice?
Several things. I think, well, for one, I don't get sick as often. I think I just generally feel more alert, like less brain fog with the certain ones I take, better bowel movements, better gut health, except I had struggles with that in the past as well. So Those are just a few off the top of my head.
Yeah, good. And so with you too, I've done some supplements. I kind of create your supplement programs, but some supplements are based off of like your concerns, and some of them have been based off of your like testing that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
So we've kind of have a mix of both.
Yeah, and like you said, everything's geared towards the person, so like it's going to be different for everyone. I also take stuff for like joint health because I've got just bad joints, so that's not going to be everybody.
Yeah, you played football for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're living the consequences. Okay. So what do supplements do and why would someone take them? I think maybe most people know supplements are just to help supplement nutrition into your diet, or they're for a specific cause, whether that is sleep, inflammation, joint health, like you said, gut health. There can be different herbs or vitamins or minerals to help with different things. So,
yeah, depending on your diet, you might not get the nutrition that your body needs.
yeah. And so that's a good point too, where like we can try to have the best diet as possible, but unless you're truly eating the color, or truly eating the rainbow, so you're like eating every single color out there, you're having such a diverse food diet, you are eating organic all the time, you're growing all of your own food, you know that the soil is super dense and nutritious, right? Like it's just not that way anymore. And even like the food that is grown faster. It has less nutrition in it. The soil doesn't have as much nutrition in it too. So like all of these things are impacting the quality of food we're getting now. And so as much as we want to say like, yes, just eat a well-rounded diet. Yes, I still encourage that, but there may still be some gaps in your nutrition that we can help supplement. So that's what supplements do.
Yeah, I mean, even when it comes to like, you can eat all the right foods too, and it could be the way you prepare it. You might cook the vitamins right out of something. I know like spinach, it's like you get the most out of it when you cook it, but like some people don't, and so like you may think you're getting everything you can out of some spinach, but you might not be if you don't cook it, things like that, I guess. Or you could overcook some certain things that could cook the vitamins right out of it as well. So I think that supplements are a good way to make sure that even if your diet isn't getting you the full amount that you need, like you're still getting what your body needs.
And some people don't absorb as much, so they need more supplements as well, whether that's leaky gut or they have different vitamin deficiencies for different reasons. So we may need extra support in those instances as well.
Yeah. And then like, I mean, I know with vitamin C, you kind of pee it out if you have too much, but like I think a lot of like supplements, you can't really have too much. And if you do, you'll see signs that like you are taking too much, and then you can kind of taper off.
Yeah. And just because something's over the counter doesn't mean it's always super safe. And I think as like pharmacists, we know that. But yeah, supplements, depending on the supplement, it can be pretty safe, especially when we're talking about like vitamins and stuff. Herbs can be a little bit different because herbs can be really powerful. But yeah, most vitamins you will just urinate out if you have too much, but then there's fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K. So those stick around much longer. So technically you can overdose on something like that.
Gotcha.
And then quality of supplements really matters too. So that's something that I learned later, and I think you learned later as well. And so we want like professional grade supplement brands because they're going to do third-party testing. They're going to use the raw materials. They're going to use a lot less fillers. They're not going to use contaminants, or they're testing for like make sure there's no heavy metals and like other contaminants in there that could be more harmful than good. And then you also want them to do testing on dosing, because there are a lot of supplement companies out there that say, yes, we have, let's say, melatonin, and they might put 3 milligrams on the label, but they've tested them with insufficient brands, and there can be anything from 0 melatonin in there to 20 milligrams of melatonin in there. And so when we're talking about someone's health and we're talking about putting something in the body, we want to know exactly what you're taking so that we can dose appropriately and you're getting the benefit out of it. So when we're talking about like not good quality brands and supplements and a lot of like tablets and stuff that have lots of fillers out there, and you're just picking it up at Walmart or Target or Costco, you know, it likely doesn't have that same quality, so you're not going to get the same effect.
Yeah, that's just crazy that you can be super consistent at something and super good about taking a certain supplement you're getting over the counter, but the supplement itself is not of good quality, so it's not doing anything you think it's doing. And
yeah.
It's like, it's pointless at that point. So
yeah. So I always ask people like, well, how do you feel on it? Because that's what's important. But the FDA doesn't regulate supplements very well. So it's really up to the brands to do that, to put in the extra money to do that. And that's why the professional grade brands cost more, because you know more what you're getting out of it. And then where you're buying it as well matters. Most practitioners don't recommend buying supplements on Amazon because they may not store it appropriately, right? It needs to be stored at a certain temperature. And a lot of those Amazon warehouses or how they're shipping it is not at those parameters that it needs to be. Or there's even companies that have this, brand label like, Pure Encapsulations, Designs for Health, those kind of brands that are great brands, but companies will come and switch it out and give you really cheap stuff. And so you think you're getting the great brand, but they just like duped you. And because there's not a lot of regulation with that, that's what is happening.
Yeah, that shouldn't even be a thing. But yeah, and I think another reason too that people will like take supplements that aren't working for a long period of time is because they have never been educated what the supplement is supposed to do for them, or like how they're supposed to feel on it.
Sure.
And so like if they don't know how, like what the supplement is supposed to help them with or make them feel, I mean, then there's no way of telling if it's working or not. So they'll just keep taking it. So yeah. I think that's where the educational piece is really handy, because then if you're not getting out of the supplement what you need or what you were expecting, then you would know to change to something of a higher grade. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. When I was in high school, I took like a women's multivitamin or like a teens multivitamin, something like that. And it was this like big tablet. And like looking back, like that was crap quality. And one, I don't like tablets typically because there's so many fillers and extra dyes and things in there that you just simply don't need. So that's one clue that it's probably not the best quality. But two, like they just do tons of marketing, like Centrum Silver and like all those big brands just do lots of marketing for their multivitamin or whatever it is. But it doesn't mean it's good quality just because you see a commercial for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I didn't feel better and I hated taking that tablet. So it's just like not needed. So if you have like that option, I would just say focus on diet and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we're going to talk about what to look for and how you can set up something more foundational for you. But before we get into that, I do want to say the foundation really should be like lifestyle and diet, right? Mm-hmm. Supplements aren't going to replace that. They can help add to that, but they're not going to negate a crappy lifestyle and diet.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So we still need our sleep. We still need to be eating good food, getting enough calories in, especially if you're breastfeeding or postpartum or pregnant. You definitely need enough. We're talking protein. We're talking healthy fats. We're talking complex carbohydrates. We're talking a lot of vitamins and stuff from our food, right? And then we also need lots of hydration, so lots of good water. We even put like minerals in our water, so we'll put like some mineral salt, some magnesium, that kind of stuff too. And then stress support as well. So managing stress, whether that be deep breathing, prayer, exercise, all of that.
Yelling into a pillow,
that can be really helpful. So yeah, so all of those things still need to have a a main role in your health, and then supplements can add on top of that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so we have all of that down. We have sleep, stress support, all of that, right?
That was a lot. It's locked away in my brain though.
Okay.
Never gonna forget.
Sleep, stress support, hydration, and food. Okay. And then now we're getting into supplements. So we're going to think of it as like 4 buckets of supplement support. Okay. So bucket number 1 is going to be your nutrient repletion.
Okay.
So that is going to be most likely your multivitamin of some sort. And multivitamins can look different from person to person and what we're willing to do, what your cost level is, what we're targeting, but some sort of foundational support of some sort of multivitamin. Okay. Also, fish oil can be in this category, replenishing omega-3s. So we're just replenishing vitamins. So that's bucket number 1. Bucket number 2 is going to be some sort of nervous system support. So I already talked about stress management as more of a foundational. We're continuing to do this, but we can also have a bucket for nervous system support, whether that be like magnesium, whether that be adaptogens. So adaptogens help regulate your cortisol level. So there are different things that you can do to help support that, especially with the lifestyle a lot of us tend to live.
Yeah, I think that nowadays the lifestyle, the typical U.S. like lifestyle it just tends to be stressful in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. And then bucket number 3 is going to be immune support. So this, and I will say this is not medical advice. This is just for educational purposes only. But especially now, like during the winter months, having some sort of immune support can be really helpful, just on your day-to-day as well. So that can consist of like vitamin C, zinc, probiotics, stuff like that can be helpful for just general immune support too.
Yeah, you're saying during this time of year because like people are getting sick or there's the colds going around and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we're not getting as much vitamin D.
Yeah. Oh, vitamin D. That also is immune support.
Oh, you mean I just helped?
Yes.
Wow. Look at me go.
Yep. This is why I should write this down. And then the 4th bucket is going to be some sort of gut health or gut support. So that can be your probiotic. That could be different gut supplements of some sort. But that will be like your general probiotic type of thing.
Got it.
Digestive enzymes, some people need those, so it depends on the person. But those are 4 categories. Okay, so does that kind of keep
Name
it
them again.
simple?
What were the 4? Just to recap and don't explain them.
Nutrient repletion.
Okay.
Nervous system support.
Mm-hmm.
Immune support. Gut health.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So
in that order of importance?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Just all around. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say, yeah, people can kind of differ, but
well, I think everyone differ. Yeah. Like if you deal with stress really well,
right,
you probably don't need that one as much.
Yeah. If you never get sick, you might put that one as last, or you may not add that.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, so that would be my 4. And so now we can talk about kind of what we take and how that falls into those kind of categories. And some may not. Okay. So I did write mine down. So I take a prenatal / postnatal. So that would be like nutrient repletion. I take magnesium and vitamin C. So magnesium is going to be that nervous system support. It's very calming. I take this in the evening. I even have a magnesium lotion as well that I put on the bottom of my feet. It smells great. And so that can be really helpful. Vitamin C I do for immune health, but I also do for nervous system support as well, because the adrenal glands, which are responsible for your cortisol output and those types of stress response hormones, when they're depleted, they eat up a ton of vitamin C. So when we're helping heal the adrenal glands, and anyone who gave birth, their adrenal glands need healing. There's a lot that goes on. Anyone that has dealt with chronic stress, their adrenal glands need healing. So vitamin C can be really helpful to help heal those adrenal glands. And then I take an immune probiotic, a gut probiotic. So those are two different probiotics because different strains can do different things. There are women's health probiotics out there, but those are typically geared for more yeast infections or UTIs. So that has more strains specific to like a healthy vaginal canal. But so these are a little bit different. And a lot of people don't know that. They may see, oh, women's probiotic, that's what I need, but not knowing what it's actually for. I also take zinc. And so that again is more just immune system, but I also take zinc because I have history of acne, and zinc can be really helpful with acne. And then I take a vitamin
Wish I had
D.
zinc in high school.
Yeah. If only you had me
It
then.
made my days so much better.
So my prenatal and postnatal, it's both. So that is my nutrient repletion. My stress support or nervous system support is magnesium and vitamin C. And then my immune system is vitamin C and my immune probiotic. And then also my gut probiotic helps your immune system. And then the gut health would be my gut probiotic.
Gotcha. Okay.
You go.
I did jot down quickly before we started this, like what I take for supplements. I didn't break them out into those categories because I didn't know we were doing this.
No, that's okay. I can help break them up into categories.
And half the time, I feel like if you wanted to kill me, you could probably just put it in the supplements because I don't know exactly what they do, and I just kind of take whatever you tell me to take. So for those out there, if I just end up dead one day, look into the supplements.
Okay.
Just kidding. But anyway, so I know what some of them do, but others I do not. So as far as the powders I take, I kind of broke it up this way. I do like the vitamin C powder and the magnesium, and I'll sometimes mix in collagen with that and Relax Max, which is like all. So you can tell me what vitamin C, magnesium, that's kind of what you take too. I do something called Relax Max.
Yeah. And vitamin C, also, I will say you can dose to bowel tolerance because too much vitamin C and too much magnesium can both make you have loose bowels, but some people who are constipated want that. So if you need to get something going, that can be really helpful. But yeah, so you take the vitamin C and you said the magnesium collagen.
The Relax Max and collagen.
Yeah.
I kind of make that into like a little cocktail.
Yeah, they're all powders.
Yeah.
So that makes it easy for you. Your collagen you take more for arthritis, pain, and which collagen can be really good for that.
But also hair, skin, and nails, right? Yep.
I think that's what most people think of, but they don't typically think of joint
My hair
health.
does grow faster on that stuff for sure when I've been like consistently taking it. It's like when I run out and I don't take for a while, I'm like, oh, it like kind of slows down. That's how I kind of know it works.
Yeah.
But as far as I take it for like the joint health.
And then the Relax Max is L-theanine, GABA, and inositol. So
don't know what those mean.
That just helps regulate your cortisol, helps relax you without making you drowsy.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'm one of those
and
chronic stress
inositol can
people.
also help with blood sugar control too. Yeah. Okay. And there's a little magnesium in that too. But
gotcha. And
so
then
those
I'll
are your
put
powders.
and one more powder I take I sometimes take Gluta Shield and put it in my protein shakes. Yeah. Not entirely sure what that one does.
That one's for gut health.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
Helps line your gut and helps with like leaky gut specifically.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's what I take for the powders, and then
and that's a glutamine powder, by the way. Glutamine.
Okay. Obviously, when I'm sick, I'm taking more vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc. Sometimes like that colloidal silver stuff.
Yeah. So I was going to get into like what we take for acute immunity when we're sick. So just kind of go over your maintenance stuff.
Okay. The pills I take are I take an orthobiotic, or which is a probiotic. I do the multivitamin pack. I take the one called Alpha Base.
Yeah, your multivitamin pack includes a multivitamin, an antioxidant, and a fish oil. It just comes in one package, so it's easy for you to do every day.
Yeah.
And you can like take it with you while traveling or whatever, because it's just in a little pack.
Yep. So take that. I will take, I don't have I kind of ran out of this recently, but I want to get back on it, is glucosamine and chondroitin for joint health. But those are kind of my mains. I might be forgetting some, but I think those are my typical ones that stick around. I'll do different things depending on what protocol I'm on or whatever, but yeah, those are my maintenance ones.
Yeah. And hopefully someone out there thought that was interesting, but I did get a request for it. So yeah.
And then, if they don't, they can just fast forward through it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then acute immunity. So when we were sick, like what we started taking to help recover and help support our bodies. Our bodies can get sick. Getting sick isn't bad. Our bodies are designed to get over those sicknesses. I think we have a fear of getting sick means your body's broken, but that's not true.
No, I mean, it's fighting off something and creating antibodies so that it knows how to better attack it next time it comes into contact with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. That's what your immune system does. Okay, so when I was sick with my cold, I doubled my immunity probiotic. I took colloidal silver. I, again, said that I'm taking vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, and then I also took Feel Better Fast and Cough Be Gone by Earthly, which are both herbal tinctures. And then I did saline nasal spray. Sometimes I do homeopathics. I just didn't this time because I didn't have them around. But homeopathics, a lot of people complain that they don't work. They are very sensitive, so you're not supposed to touch them with your fingers. You're supposed to just dose them under your tongue without touching them. And then also don't have anything like strong smell or flavor within an hour or two of taking them. So don't take it right after you're drinking your coffee or after you're brushing your teeth or you're using essential oils. That can all inactivate homeopathics.
Gotcha.
And then rest, honestly, was the biggest thing that
rest
helped.
And hydration.
Yeah, because I was kind of like going through it, and then thankfully the weekend came so that you could help take care of Danielle more, and I could watch a movie in bed. And I did that twice on the weekend, and that really helped because each time I like finished a movie and I didn't necessarily even take a nap, but just like resting for a couple hours really, really helped.
Good.
So thank you.
Yeah, glad I could help.
Yeah. That helped me get over it a lot faster. Historically, although I'm like pretty healthy, I think now, I didn't know a lot of this before, and I really got into it, I want to say the last like 5 years. So I think I'm still doing a lot of like recovery with my body, and usually when I get sick, like I go down and it takes me a while to get out of that. But I will say in the last few years, I've gotten sick a lot less often, and even this last time I feel like I was able to come out of it a little bit faster.
Yeah. I mean, you don't get sick very often, but yeah.
No. So that's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Did you want to talk about anything that you take during when you get sick, or did I kind of cover it out?
Nope. I think we have similar ways of attacking sickness.
Okay, great. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. I also just thought of tonight, and let me know what you think, so when people come into the pharmacy and say, hey, I need a supplement recommendation, or I know I should be taking something, but I have no idea what to take, or something like that, or hey, I'm kind of dealing with this and I'd like to talk to a pharmacist about, what supplements I could take. And our pharmacy is really like well known for that because we had so many supplements there and like professional grade brands again. So I kind of became the supplement specialist there. But since now I'm not working as often at the pharmacy and I'm only working there 1 to 2 days a week, it's something I really miss. And when I am in the pharmacy now, I'm working mostly in the compounding lab. So I don't get to do a lot of supplement consultations, just to help people wondering those like simple questions. So I was thinking maybe I can start offering something like that for people listening, of like a free service. Just, hey, I can kind of get some info from you. I can recommend some things and kind of go from there.
Yeah. I mean, sounds like a good idea. I think that's what you're good at. If that's what you want to do with your time.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it's a good idea. And you also have like your like a link to your dispensary on our website too. That people can find like actual like good supplements on as well. I was thinking, but as far as you actually telling them what supplements they should take and stuff like that, I think that's very helpful.
I can help with the educational piece. I can help just kind of personalize that a little bit more without, I'm not like diagnosing anything. I'm not messing with your prescriptions or anything like that, but I can give supplement consults. And if people find that helpful, I can do that. And then if you'd like to support me financially, I can recommend supplements that you can get from my dispensary too.
Yeah. You should do that.
Okay. I was expecting more of that sounds great, Kelly. People would really like that.
I think they would. I'm just like, okay, well, how many people are you going to be able to talk to on the phone? I feel like you're going to have to limit the amount of time.
Well, okay. If people really wanted it, then yeah,
I just don't want
you
to be overwhelmed with phone calls.
Well, I'll schedule it out.
Okay. Gotcha.
Not just like willy-nilly just call me, but we can like schedule an appointment kind of thing.
Yeah. I think my mind just naturally goes to like time management and all these other like things, but that's just my work brain. I
thought it would be fun, and I thought it would be a way to give back.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good way. I think a lot of people could benefit from it. I mean, I know I'm
really good at, and people even now when I'm at the pharmacy, they're like, what day are you here? Because I'm only there 1 day a week. So they're always asking me, what day are you here so I can come back?
Yes, I have heard you talk about that quite a bit. But yeah, I think I can kind of take it for granted because like I have you around all the time, and I can just be like, hey, what should I take for this? And you'll just say. But I think a lot of people could benefit from it that don't get to live with you on a daily basis.
Yeah. So
it's a good idea, Kelly. Great.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. But anyway, something too, we're going to start wrapping up because I need to get going to my Secret Santa thing. But
okay.
Something great too, our podcast has been growing. And so thank you everyone, all mom friends who have been sharing to your other mom friends, especially first-time moms. I've really appreciated that. And I can kind of see like a map, and I shared this on my Instagram, a map of the globe of, where people are listening, and like seeing that grow, not just in our country, but even across the world has been so cool. Yeah,
it's really interesting. It's very validating. Like, oh, we're not just talking to our family and friends. Like, like other people are actually listening to it. So it's kind of cool.
So if you're new here, we're grateful you're here. Thank you so much for listening, because that's the whole reason we're doing this.
Exactly.
And I wanted to share some countries. So shout out to Canada, Australia, UK, Brazil, Sweden, and Czech Republic. So those are some countries that I wrote down that have listened recently.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And US. We
and
love
US.
you too.
Pretty crazy though.
I just think that's so cool, because the only reason that it's grown is because people have shared. So if you're a listener, thank you so much for sharing. We personally don't do a ton of marketing. That's not my strong suit.
I really don't do any marketing.
I have a social media. Thank you for that, for my Instagram followers. But that's about it. And I'm not great at that. And it's still very small. But yeah, I just think like I'm just so grateful that people want to listen. And we're really doing these episodes for you guys. So we want to do them to how we can serve you best. So,
I mean, we enjoy them ourselves, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is it.
Well, do you want to end with a dad joke?
Yes. Okay, so also if you're new, Landon always ends with the dad joke. So we're very excited for them.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did the scarecrow win an award?
Because it was very scary.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Great. If Danielle was here, she'd clap.
She would give me claps. And she would fake laugh along.
Yeah. Yep.
She's getting pretty good at that.
Yeah. She social laughs now. So if we just start laughing, she'll laugh too. And then she also claps when I say yay. So I go yay. And then she just starts clapping.
We have an automatic cheerleader now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she would do that for you. But she's sleeping. So I'll just do that now. Anyway. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yes. And our next episode releases on New Year's Eve after this. And so that will be with the health coach that I've partnered with. And so we'll be talking about ways to have attainable resets in the new year, especially for exhausted moms.
Oh, perfect timing. New Year's resolution time.
Yep. So
can't wait.
It's all very attainable, not overwhelming. That's our goal.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to my podcast, Functional Medicine for Moms. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss one, leave a quick 5-star review, and share it with your mom friends who love it too. I'm Kelly with a background as a pharmacist and training in functional medicine. I help women move past fatigue, brain fog, gut issues, and hormone struggles so they can thrive in everyday life or prepare for a healthy pregnancy. Through lab testing, personalized supplements, and functional medicine coaching, I help you feel better, faster, naturally. Want to connect more? Head over to MolineMethod.com or come hang out with me on Instagram and YouTube at Functional Medicine for Moms. On my site, you can order professional grade supplements at my discount or book a free discovery call if you'd like to see how we can work together on your health. This podcast is for educational purposes only and not medical advice. Always talk to your provider before making changes to your health plan. And remember, healthy moms raise healthy families. Catch you next time. New episodes released every Wednesday.